All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. As promised, I just wanted to give you a quick update on what I have going on as far as the market making algo goes and the new dashboard that I'm working on. Previously, I had just a Google Sheets set up that was nicely formatted. Actually, you couldn't tell it was a Google Sheet, but it was actually a Google Sheet that was nicely formatted and it had data being pushed to it through its API. And initially, that was kind of a quick and dirty thing, but I've got another dashboard set up now that is way more prettier, way more responsive, giving updates in real time, whereas the Google Sheet was delayed about 5 or 10 seconds and just updating periodically. So anyway, I have had, as I mentioned, scrapped pretty much all of the market making logic I had as I was migrating it to the new API framework that I was working on. And now I'm going to be adding pieces back bit by bit, making this thing smarter. But I just kind of want to highlight a little bit about what is going on in this new dashboard, what you can see with the strategy, and what it's actually doing right now. So, as of right now, all it is doing is posting a static spread and just refreshing that periodically at a very, very short, the orders have a very, very short time to live. And I had a bunch of other smarts built into the previous version of the market making algo, checking for volatility, inventory levels, and stuff like that, order book imbalance, order flow, like all this stuff. And so I basically figured, okay, as I kind of strip all this down and move it to the new framework, I'm just going to rebuild this from scratch, and I'll just add pieces, see how it responds, and see what helps and what doesn't. Now, to start with, this has a way shorter time to live than any of the other previous versions of the algo did. So, where I'm only posting quotes for a few seconds and then refreshing them as it should, really. So, what we got here is over on the overall, we'll start over here on the left. We just got the account balance. Now this is running out of a sim account. It's a mock broker that I created. It's using real time prices, but it is not executing any trades in real life. It's only simulating the trades and keeping track of the profit and loss. So it has starting value of $100,000 over the weekend. Started running this on Saturday, so it's been a few days now. It's up about a grand, which is actually kind of surprising given this strategy really has no risk management or smarts built in it at all. These other fields are not hooked up yet. As far as the trading activity goes, total orders has not been hooked up, but we got 110 fill orders, open positions of 390. That is 390 Solana units that it's holding at the moment. So it's quite long, given that the position sizes that it's using is 48.75. So the way that the strategy is designed right now, it will take up to a max of 10 lots for its inventory. And once it hits that threshold, either on the buy side or the sell side, so if we're long full 10 lots, it's not going to post any more bids until we get some of those lots cleared out, and vice versa if we go short. That's pretty much the only any sort of risk management that's going on at this moment. So, and then we're also tracking here, obviously, the bid ask price that's getting quoted in the market from the order book. It's not necessarily our bid and ask. Current funding rates, the order book imbalance. So, the larger the number, the higher the buying pressure. The spread and basis points between the current best bid and ask, volume, and the cumulative volume delta. So this is the total number of units over the last 60 seconds that have either been bought or sold. So this kind of tracks the order flow on the exchange. And then over here on the last tab, we got our own bid and ask that we're quoting right now. And so it's about, I think this is quoting like a 20 basis point spread and then refreshing those quotes periodically. So surprisingly, just given these very simple rules, this is actually doing better than the strategy that was smarter. Although the huge difference here is that we are refreshing our quotes way more frequently. So um, I've been debating like what is the next step here, because I've also am looking at the funding rate arbitrage strategy and trying to figure out, is there a way to make money off of arbitraging the funding rates between two exchanges where the funding rates are being quoted differently. And what I'm seeing is, yes, that is possible for sure. But the big caveat is that uh, you can get eaten up by the spread between the two exchanges. Not the funding spread, but the bid ask spread. So if you're buying at one exchange and selling at the other, you might be losing 10 basis points there. How many hours of funding rate differentials is that going to take to make up for? So I'm thinking what I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to try to incorporate this market making algo into entering and exiting the positions for the funding rate arbitrage, and seeing if I can minimize or even improve the uh, the profit from the arbitrage, the funding rate arbitrage, by getting into the long and short positions a little bit smarter, rather than just placing static limit orders and then offsetting with a market order. Maybe pegging that limit order to the best bid, and trying to get it filled passively, rather than getting picked off by an informed trader with adverse selection and toxic order flow, all that stuff. If you just leave your limit order sitting out there and you're not refreshing it, then you're just asking to get arbitraged by somebody, basically, especially if you're trading on a lower volume exchange. So, I mean, given that I've got all this logic around the market making stuff, I'm gonna, I think, incorporate this into the funding rate arbitrage algo. So, um, and then there's some other interesting stuff around that, just with the price discrepancies between the exchanges. And so I've got some other things I'm kind of working on that I'll show in a future video of some results of testing I've done. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show off what I've got so far as a dashboard with the market making. And I'm going to just let this run for a while out there, and kind of just see how it does with the given set of rules. The crypto markets have been pretty quiet the past week. And I mean, the markets in general have. I think everybody's kind of waiting to see what the Federal Reserve is going to do, and if they are in fact going to lower interest rates, and see if any craziness ensues once the verdict is out on which way the short-term interest rates are going to go. But since things are pretty quiet, that could be another reason why the strategy seems to be actually doing okay at the moment. So anyway, as always, love to hear about what you guys are working on. Feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. So hope you guys are having an awesome week, and I will see you later.